Well, it's good to be back in the greenhouse and outside. And as you can see, first of all, today Al has been bringing we have some rainwater that we catch in the front of the house. And so this is the way we transport it back to the greenhouse. And I have a big container in there, or we use these little buckets. And that's what we try most of the time to give our plants, are the rainwater. That's better for them than tap water. Also, we're starting to harden some plants to come outside. We have a winter jasmine back in the corner, and then of course our hostas, and we have some fescue grass. And then I'm not sure what kind of grass this is. It's all cut off. You really can't see it very good, but it's something I got from my son's house when they were doing construction. And hopefully it'll come back and look beautiful. Here's a bigger piece of it here. So that's what it's going to look like. And then I have some shrubs over there. Some are doing good, some aren't. There's a label there on the one. So come on into the, also the ajuga is starting to bloom, which is always good. Now back here in the greenhouse, I'll show you what we've been doing. First of all, here are some peas that I've got started. They're ready to transplant out in the garden. I do have some peas I'm starting in the garden too from seed, but I thought some of these would give us a little head start. This is a tomato plant, a Sweet 100 that I overwintered, and we did get a few tomatoes off of it. Starting to do the dahlias, and then I planted some marigolds around the dahlia because I'm going to keep this one in the pot. Down here today I just potted on some peppers and a few little marigolds. These are the peppers here. This is a pepper, and then there's a couple more, 3 more down there that we overwintered. And then of course the cannas. And the cannas are doing wonderfully well, and I'm thinking, gosh, maybe I saved too many of them. Also down here you can see some more dahlias. This one has come up, these haven't. You know, some, they may be dead, they may come up, I don't know. I had a couple tubers that felt a little soft, but I planted them anyway. Let's see, what else have we got? Oh, over here are our tomatoes. We have a lot more Romas and paste tomatoes than I'm going to want, but we've kind of promised some to some people. Here's one of my slicers. It's the big beef, and I really like it. Bodacious, the bodacious are doing good. They always do good. This is a bodacious, and it's going to town. Up here I've got my indigo madroquats that I started from seed, and they'll make a tree. I had a whole bunch of them, and these are, out of all those, these are the 2 survivors. And then down here, of course, I've got more marigolds. And these are some plants. Unfortunately, one day when I was going through surgery and we had so many things going on, we let the greenhouse get too hot. And so these are foxglove, and they really took a hit. But I think they're starting, if you take a look down in there, they're starting to come back. So I think they're going to be fine. These are my Canterbury bells. I think maybe they've had it, but I'm
I don't know. You got one there on the far right that's got something coming up in the middle.
Here?
Yeah.
Yeah, perhaps, yeah. Yeah, that one's green down in there. So we may save some of them. It's just one of those things. Those are things I just dig up in the fall that have seeded naturally.
And a bodacious tomato down on the bottom because you ran out of space up above.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the 1st of May because then we can start setting some of this more tender stuff out. This I'm thinking about dividing and giving it away or selling some. But then I'm also thinking I might just set it out in the flower bed and let it bloom because it would be kind of pretty. It's a canna that's really gone to town big time.
And for my part of Gretchen's garden and greenhouse, of course, I've been mowing the lawn, digging a few weeds, and doing some trimming like this. What is this thing called?
That's a dogwood.
Okay, well, this dogwood hadn't been trimmed really well for a couple of years, so I got the chainsaw out and went to work on it. And I have just a few twigs left here to grind up and put in compost. You saw the bigger ones in the greenhouse working as supports for the tomatoes. But anyway, we've got this, and all around the yard I've been doing the same thing. I drug out the chainsaw and went to work.
Here's our pear tree.
Yeah, the pear tree is just starting to get some blossoms on it. Now the apples down here, I trimmed them both back quite a bit. They were getting too tall. Can't reach the apples and the pears.
Well, they had some branches that we had let get too long.
Yeah, they got too far up, so I'm starting to shape them back. Again, some chainsaw work.
We've got some buds on them, and I'm hoping they just stay buds for a while because we've got a couple more weeks that we could get some frost. Here's one of my hellebores that I've had this one for quite a while, and it just does beautifully.
It's doing beautiful.
Yeah.
And that's this is the last tree. Good place as any for the closing comments. Well, that's it for today from Gretchen's Garden and Greenhouse. Welcome to the first episode of many to come, we hope, that will scatter throughout the summer. Thanks for joining us.